He's got like 15 touchdowns and 1 interception. What's first of all, how compared to how he's playing now to the way you've seen him in the past, and what do you think's been the turnaround for you guys as an offense from like the first 2 games?
Just being together as a group. We didn't really have an off season. We all got thrown into the mix in training camp. It's a whole new playbook for myself. It's a whole new playbook for Tom. It's just everyone getting on the same page, I would say. And, when you're coming in, week out, and we're coming to learn every single day, we're coming to get better every single day. We're coming to work every single day. Everything's going to start clicking then. I mean, it may not click right away, and things aren't always going to go the right way for myself, for other players. But just as a team, when things aren't going the right way, no matter when it is, you just got to stay focused. You guys keep doing the things the right way, and you just got to keep on improving until it gets fixed. And so that's what we've been doing. So if it wasn't clicking, just getting back out to the practice field and working until things do click. And now, we've been putting up some points. We've been playing well. We got to keep to it. We got to keep practicing. We got to keep learning, and we got to keep putting our pedal on the metal.
I take it you're not surprised by what Tom's doing at 43?
No, not at all. I've seen his work ethic my whole career, and he's had no drop off since the day I've met him. It's unbelievable. And, there's no surprise to me that, he's at this age and still playing at a high level. He's been telling me for quite some time that he's going to be playing at a high level until he stops playing. So, it's not a surprise. It's just, I've been seeing it firsthand with my eyes, his work ethic and how he takes care of himself. So I see it happen, and it's just unbelievable.
Thanks.
Next will be Jenna Lane.
Rob, that back shoulder fade with you and Brady, we've seen in the end zone 2 weeks in a row. What makes that connection with you guys on that particular throw so special and so difficult for anybody to defend?
Yeah, it's like a saying my mom used to say, it must be maple syrup because butter don't drizzle like that. And so that's kind of how it goes. When that has happened, that saying just came right about to my head. The back shoulder again, just brings it back to the day of when we've been, started throwing it, a few years ago, not a few years ago, many few years ago. So, that back shoulder fade, we haven't really practiced that much of it this year, just because there's a lot of other things that we've been trying to do. But that connection literally just came throughout all the years of us working together. I just, ran my route. He put a perfect ball out there for, only myself to go up and make a play. And that's what happened, man. It felt good to, get back to those terms and split out wide and catch a touchdown like that.
I know everybody right now is raving about his arm on the deep ball, right? Because he's 43 and he's not supposed to be able to make those throws. But ball placement still, to me, when I watch him, it's impeccable. What is it like being in the red zone with a guy like that, where even if you're covered, he still finds a way to slip it past 1-2 defenders and put it where only you can catch it? What's it like being out there with a guy like that?
It's great. Yeah, it's a lot of trust. And, you just go out there and you can just play football. You don't have to think about anything. And wherever the ball is thrown, you just trust in Tom that's where the ball needs to be. And you just got to go up and make the play. And that's just how it's been my whole career with him. So the guy, just works hard, puts the ball where it needs to be, no matter, what season it is for him. And it's just great to have a quarterback like that.
Thanks, Rob.
Next will be Scott Reynolds.
Hey, Rob, you guys are off to a 5-2 start, and your former team, the Patriots, are in uncharted territory at 2-4. I'm sure you got a lot of friendships, relationships still there. What are your thoughts on what's transpired with you and Tom enjoying some success down here and the Patriots, not getting off to a good start?
I'm down here with the Bucs, and we're just worried about our opponent week in, week out. So that's all I can really do is just really focus on my job and focus on who we're playing. And I know everything. You see it, what's going on, everyone's record outside our team throughout the whole NFL. But you know, that has nothing to do with myself. So I'm just really focused on what I can do to help out the team, the Buccaneers, week in and week out, and just focusing on my job, how to get better, how I can make some plays, and who we're facing that week.
And you've had a lot of experience playing in primetime games. That's not really been the case here in Tampa. You guys kind of got robbed from being on the Sunday night game due to the Raiders' COVID test. But you got Monday Night Football and then Sunday Night Football against the Saints, and then a Monday night game at home against the Rams. A lot of primetime games that you've been exposed to as a Patriot. But this Buccaneer team really hasn't had that national stage. Do you look forward to playing on primetime games? And if so, how do you get your young teammates ready for those type of games and that exposure?
I mean, you got to basically prepare just like how you prepare for any other game. And, you know, you can't think too much about it. You don't want to, you know, just overthink the situation. It is a game of football. It's just that it's just at nighttime now, and it's the primetime game, and you're the only game on. So you just want to strap up, just make sure you're ready to go, and just prepare. You know, if younger guys ask, you know, don't overthink it too much. Just prepare how you normally prepare, and just get yourself ready, and just make sure you're ready throughout the week. So when the lights come on, you're just ready to go, and you're ready to go play some football, just like you have been at any other game.
Thanks, Rob.
Next will be Sarah Walsh. All right, we'll go to Steve Isbitz.
Rob, you talked about Tom telling you he's going to be playing for a long time at a high level. Have you decided through 7 games that you're back in the NFL now for the long term, for 2021 and beyond?
I mean, I'm just taking it one season at a time. You know, I just came off a season of not playing for a year. So I'm just, you know, really focused on, you know, week in and week out on our opponent. And I really haven't thought about anything with the future at all. So just really worried about the Giants this week and just taking it 1 week at a time. And that will just be a discussion for another time after the season. I mean, literally thinking about that stuff right now literally has nothing to do with, you know, our ultimate goal. And that's just to win games every single week. And that type of stuff, I'll just, you know, wait till the future to think about that.
Sure. And the Bucs offensive line, what can you say about them? And Tom's getting hit so little, the running game's moving. And is this one of the better lines that you've played around?
Yeah, they're a great group of guys. They're a lot of fun to be around. They work hard. They got a great work ethic. And whenever they hit the field, they're ready to go. And same during practice. Everyone is trying to come together to be on the same page so we can go out there and we can perform on Sundays how we want to perform. So it's just great being involved with them, you know, with some of the blocks, you know, sometimes staying in protection with them and working with them, or other times in the run game. They're great people to work with. They work hard, and they're tough. They're tough players. All 5 of the offensive linemen, they're tough players when you're out there on the field with them. Actually, all 6 of them, because sometimes we're in a bigger grouping where offensive tackle goes at the tight end position. We did that a couple times the last few weeks. So, you know, just all of them, they work hard, and they're great dudes to be around.
Next will be Joey Knight.
Rob, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Speaking about the offensive line, they've been especially outstanding these last 2 games. Anything different about these last 2 games that you've noticed?
I would just say our preparation, just everything coming together, taking away a lot of our mental errors. I would say that has been a big key to success. When you have a lot of mental errors, it just gives opponents like an easy play to have on that play, you know, an easy tackle. So when you're not making mental errors, it makes the opponent actually earn what they get. So that's just crucial. And all of us just coming together. I mean, we're all coming from, you know, different areas. You know, we didn't have a a summer to work together, and just a quick training camp, quick turnaround. So I feel like we're just all coming together and we're all starting to play for each other. And it's been a lot of fun the last few weeks.
And Tom has not been shy about getting in those guys' grill from time to time. I'm sure he's gotten in your grill a few times. How did you take that initially, early in your career?
It definitely wakes you up big time. It wakes you up. It makes you more alert. It makes you get on your toes. And you just got to take it, gracefully, for real. I mean, it's not like it's for anything bad. I mean, it's to, make the team better, make you play better. That's all, to step up your game. So whenever that does happen, I mean, it's just making you aware that you can go out there and just, play better at that moment, for sure.
We'll go back to Sarah Walsh.
Hey, hopefully this is working now. Rob, I just wanted to ask you, you guys have been so good, as everyone alluded to, on what you've been doing offensively, but can you pinpoint, when you haven't had a lot of time, like you mentioned, when you didn't have the preseason, how are you able to make this work when you guys have constantly had guys sort of in and out with injury, and now Godwin is out again, at least for this game? How have you been so successful given the injuries and given the short amount of time you've had together?
Just by going out to practice and working, going out to practice with a purpose, and that's to get better. And it's not to slack. And that's when you come together as a team. That's when you start learning about each other, is out on the practice field. And I would say just week in, week out, everything wasn't clicking at all times. It's not always going to always click. It's football. It's a game of football. There's so many different moving parts. But, everyone goes out there as a team, and we go out there and we want to get better week in and week out. And if you keep doing that, if you keep hitting that practice field every single time to get better, then things are going to start clicking. And when things start clicking, you got to keep that routine. You got to keep that routine of wanting to get better still, of finding new ways to get better, so you can keep that routine going and we can stay clicking.
Thank you.
All right, we have time for a couple more. First, we'll go to Jenna Lane and then finish with Kevin O'Donnell.
Hey, Rob, you'll have to forgive me on this. That what your mom said is a quote that I am not familiar with, a saying that I am not familiar with. What exactly is your mom trying to say about you? Is she likening you to butter and Tom to maple syrup? Or can you elaborate a little more on that? What, is she
Yeah,
trying
must
to
be
attract?
maple syrup, because butter don't drizzle like that. It's kind of saying, you gotta just take it how it sounds sometimes. But just a little quick roundup is that, you don't got much time to react, and syrup drizzles. Syrup drizzles. You got to make that play. And a stick of butter, it's a block. You got to put it in the microwave to melt it. That just takes too long. You got to make that play right away, baby. And that's why, that's why I'm like the maple syrup. That's why she used to always say that, because I'm quick with it. I just drizzle all over the place.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Kevin O'Donnell.
Hey, Rob. The Bucs have added, obviously, Antonio Brown to the mix now, and you guys have been described as a Madden all-star cast. Do you ever sit back and look at this team and how they've been assembled and just in amazement of this group being put together basically in about 7 months?
Yeah, it's really cool. And I'm just super glad to be a part of it, big time. Just a small piece of it. And it just makes me, every time I hit the field, just go out and make sure I do my part, do my job, do my assignment, so my teammates can rely on me. But it is pretty amazing. And what's so cool about it, too, is that everyone's great. Everyone's great to be around. Everyone works hard. And you can learn things from all the different players that we got, which makes it special. And just going out there and working hard with everyone and wanting to get better every single day is something special. And it's been a good ride so far, and just got to keep on grinding week in and week out, because it's a long season.